YouTubers, I'm Shay and today I'm going to be reviewing Splintered and Unhinged by A.G. Howard. So this is probably my favorite trilogy or series or just books in general that I've ever read because I'm really into like fairy tales and like retellings of fairy tales, and especially Alice in Wonderland because it can be like really twisted and really cool, and I just like that kind of stuff because I'm kind of twisted. So to start off, I want to show you guys like the prettiest covers you'll ever see in your entire lives. They're so bright and pretty and like neon ultraviolet coolness, and yeah, I like them so much. Anyway, so Splintered is the first book in this going-to-be trilogy. The third book is actually coming out next month, January 6th, so I'm really excited about that. I read this book like last year sometime, and then I just recently reread it, and so I felt like I just really needed to tell you guys all about it because since it's my favorite book, I want it to be your favorite book too. Splintered is about this girl, Alyssa Gardner, who's the great-great-great-granddaughter of Alice Liddell, who Lewis Carroll based his Alice's Adventures in Wonderland on. And I'm sorry to say I haven't actually read those, but I've seen the Disney movie, which kind of counts, I hope, maybe? Yeah, we'll go with that. Okay. So it's like almost like a retelling, but it's more like a twisted spin-off adaptation thing. So the whole idea is that Alice went to Wonderland and she actually came back with a curse that was passed down to all the females in her family. So now Alyssa is cursed with this ability to be able to talk to bugs and plants, and because of this, like the women in the family, a lot of them have gone mad. Like Alyssa's mom is in an asylum because she's crazy and let the curse get to her. Originally, Alice, when she was so young that she didn't really understand all the differences between how like twisted Wonderland was, but it's really cool because like they take the classic characters and they make them different. So like for example, like the White Rabbit is really this like little skeletal little thing with antlers, who if you were a little girl you might think is a rabbit, but really it's just this really creepy skeleton looking thing. So anyway, yeah, she has to right all the wrongs that her great-great-great-grandmother caused down there to bring Wonderland back to its former glory, I guess, and to get rid of the curse. Also, in keeping with the YA love triangle thing that seems to be very popular nowadays, there's definitely a love triangle in this trilogy. There's Jeb, who is a human, and he's like one of Alyssa's best friends, and like they've known each other since they were really little, but he's dating this total jerk of a girl, Taylor Tremont, who's like the bully of the book, I guess. Like this blonde cheerleader, preppy, stupid girl. No offense to any blonde, preppy cheerleader girls watching this. She doesn't really like Alyssa, and it doesn't really make sense to me that Jeb is dating a girl that's so mean to Alyssa, but that's really the only thing I don't like about this book. Other than that, it's pretty great. And there's the other guy, Morpheus, he's a netherling, so he lives in Wonderland, and so he's basically like the Mad Hatter slash the Caterpillar. He's just kind of that vibe, kind of like how Johnny Depp is in the creepy version of Alice in Wonderland, the new one by Tim Burton. New one? Pff, that's not new, that's like way old. Anyway, so you learn throughout this book that he's also been with Alyssa since she was really little in her dreams. His whole idea is that now she was going to grow up to restore Wonderland to what it was supposed to be and save the day and all that good stuff. So that's what this one is about, is just, it's Alyssa's adventure, going down the rabbit hole and fixing all these wrongs and meeting all these crazy creatures, which are really scary at first, but she learns to really love them and she starts to really love Wonderland, and it's really cool. And there's a really cool twist at the end, but I'm not going to mention any of that because I don't want to put spoilers in this review. I just want all of you to read it, and if you've already read it, then awesome. If you haven't read it, why haven't you read it? That's okay, because there's still time. There's always time. And now, if you read it now, you'll get to the second one, and after the second one, you'll want to read the third one, and I bet the third one's just amazing, and I'm so excited for it. It's also really cool because, like, a lot of the characters from the original books and movie are in this. They're just slightly different. So, like, the Cheshire Cat is in it, and, like, the card soldiers, and even, like, the Mad Hatter, and the March Hare, and the little itty-bitty Dormouse, and the teacup. And it's just all really cool because there's obviously twists to them, like they're not like the exact characters. So it was really cool how A.G. Howard wrote them. She seriously is like, her writing style is incredible. It's very vivid, and she's really good at like painting a really crazy picture in your mind. I don't know how it's possible for writing to be like so colorful, and like it has this like ultraviolet, twisted, dark, creepy, really cool vibe to it. And it's really funny because she's like, I've talked to her and she is super sweet and like this really, just like this really nice and sweet woman, and like you would not expect like half the stuff in this book to like come in out of her mind. It's really just nuts. I guess with the second one, I should say they're kind of spoilers. So if you haven't read the second one, then turn this video off or run away or cover your ears or something, because I'm gonna talk a little bit about spoilers. Mostly nothing big, just like you kind of have to know a few things for me to tell you about this book. So this one takes place all in the human world, which I thought was really cool. I like how the first one takes place in Wonderland and this one takes place not in Wonderland, even though I really like Wonderland, but I don't know, it's just different, so I like it. So anyway, and as you can see, this is also an absolutely gorgeous cover. It's all purple, which is my favorite color, and not only because of this cover, but it's also like just really, just so bright and also dark. Ooh, that's deep, bright and dark. And I love like the skeleton moth butterfly thing. This is Morpheus, by the way. And on the third one, it's Jeb, and there's the cover. Yay! We'll edit that in editing. Anyway, back to this. So in this one, Morpheus actually comes to the human realm to try and get Alyssa to come back to Wonderland because things are even worse than they were in the first one. So pretty much this whole book is just him trying to convince her to come back. And we still, like, the love triangle is still going on, and which, you know, I'm not usually a fan of love triangles, but and I don't like teams. I mean, no offense to people that do like teams, but I feel like there's just no point in like being like, oh, Team Jeb or Team Morpheus, because the author's gonna write the ending of the trilogy how they want to write it. So there. Anyway, back off my soapbox. So yeah, that's all still going on, even though Alyssa and Jeb are now together. Spoiler. And yeah, but this one's just really cool because even though it's in the human realm, it's still like dark and twisted, and there are elements of Wonderland that come into our world. And I don't know, it's just really cool, especially seeing Alyssa and how she's grown. Just her character development in general has really changed. Like, it's been really prominent in these books so far, so that's really exciting. And the ending of this book is ridiculous. Like, I read it and my mouth just like dropped open, and I was like, seriously? Well, because I pre-ordered this book, I got it the day it came out, and then like I finished it like the next day. And so then I had a whole another year I had to wait for the third one. And so actually I just spent like 4 hours last night reading this book. So I'm running on like 3 hours of sleep right now. And the fact that I can't read the third book for another like month kind of bugs the crap out of me, but I'll deal with it, and I'll just, you know, I'll fix it by just staring at the covers all day because they're so pretty. And when I get the third one, it's gonna be even prettier, and it's gonna be like a pretty rainbow on my shelf, and I'm so excited for the pretty rainbow on my shelf. I feel like I'm gonna love anything that A.G. Howard writes because her writing is just so cool, and just judging by these books, I mean, she has the coolest, most twisted mind ever, and so I'm just really excited to see what she comes out with in the future. So with all that being said, I really hope that you can understand why I love this soon-to-be trilogy so much. It's just this really cool, it's like she like reached into my mind and I was like, someone needs to write a really cool story about Alice in Wonderland that's like amazing and crazy and twisted, just like the Tim Burton movie, but better, because these are so much better. So much better. So yeah, I hope that you like these books as much as I did. Feel free to leave your opinions in the comments below. You know, down there in the comment section of the Tubins page. And you can bet your butt that when the third one comes out, I'm going to be reading it that night, and then I will review it and put it up for everybody to see, and you guys can fangirl over Alice in Wonderland as much as I do. So, thank you! Not cool enough, I guess? No, that's lame sauce. Oh, what is this book even about? I don't even know. It's like the camera is sucking my brain cells away. You brain cell sucker, you.